I did get kind of an intense download. That was literally in my head. It was like, I'm afraid of dying because I feel like I've never lived. Not that you're actually afraid of dying. Um, you're afraid of dying because you feel like you haven't lived yet. All right, only take this message if it resonates. So perhaps it means for you that you're mourning what you feel like could potentially never happen or never work out for you. Whether it's love, career advancements, your own level of self love, getting out of your comfort zone, taking some sort of risk. Maybe you've never received the type of love that you've given out to other people, and you're almost waiting to come across like a mirror version of you to see, is this life worth like living, kind of thing. So powerful, you guys. You're not afraid to die. You're afraid of not ever being fully aware of what it's like to live. I feel what my spirit guides were like, literally, you're going to experience things that you feel you deserve, that you've never experienced. There is so much waiting for you, and I'm feeling like you feel within this lifetime like you've lived 4 of these lifetimes, 10 of these lifetimes. Like, it feels like you can even feel like in a past life you might have not even had the real stuff, the good stuff that you deserve to live out. Maybe you feel like you've had to survive your entire life and you don't know what it's like to be thriving. You've had to survive and you feel like, when am I just going to thrive? When am I just going to feel like everything's like it's plentiful? Food, health, resources, like joy. I just heard something so crazy. It was like, you look at a painting and you can just notice there's more happiness like on wallpaper. Like, you just, and you like want to like feel like maybe something you're looking at. Maybe you're looking at pictures and you want to feel that way. Maybe you're looking at literal wallpaper. Maybe some of you guys, like, your only happiness is like if you look at art and you're able to like indulge in an alternate reality by looking and observing other things. So that painting or what you're looking at is about to come alive for you. And like, also with a statement of like, I feel like you've never lived, probably because you've undergone so many death cycles in your life and the rebirth has felt short-lived, or it's felt like it's going to get taken away, or like just the the death. It's giving like the death card, obviously, but just that transformation has been, it outweighs the positive, or in your eyes that's kind of what it looks like. And I want to ask Spirit how and what they're going to bring in for you and have it be reflected back. I'm hearing like I had to be the warrior man or the warrior woman my entire life. 333 on my clock because I stopped that. So let's get some messages and see what Spirit wants to say. I just got like a depiction of like Indian in the cupboard. Okay, I don't know, of being like, are you just gonna put me back in the box? Like feeling like when the toys come alive and then all of a sudden they're not there, they're not alive anymore. Toy Story could be significant, where the toys come alive and you're like so depressed when they just aren't alive anymore. Or like you find out, it's like giving me when you found out Santa wasn't real, or like whatever, I don't know, when you're younger or something like that. So we've got the 8 of Cups with the King of Swords in reverse. Like maybe your ideas were shut down. Your voice was shut down. Maybe every time you feel like you went off on your own, you were just guided back to something else that was crazy. Or just you heard a lot of no's, or a lot of like really mean, spiteful people you've had to meet along your way. And it just felt like a battle, okay? You've got the Chariot here, of where there's a clear path that's opening up to feel like your success is received, that you're out there There's no more desafíos. I want to say, like, there's no more blockages. Okay, there's no more. It's almost giving me this. There's no more people. There's no more people in your way. So potentially this could be meaning like you're the only one that is in your way. The devil here with the Seven of Wands, it just feels like being accompanied by the devil, okay, or like constantly having to like fight off, you know, negative energies, toxic people, toxic relationships, people who constantly want to pop up in your reality and just shut down that experience of really living, or like giving you like I'm hearing a nasty reminder, like I don't know, that's what I'm getting, of where now you could be feeling like I'm not letting anybody in. Okay, that's potentially how you could be feeling. What other messages do you want to say to the collective that's watching this video? How are you going to fully live now? Three of Wands is like split the deck. How is the collective really going to thrive and live from here on out, Spirit? Let's see. Wow. The Ace of Wands. Wow. Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. But the answer is here of where you're going to come back to life. It's going to come back to life. I'm hearing the button's going to get turned back on. You're being handed here some type of opportunity. The wands have to do with your willpower. It has to do with spirit being ignited with a new spiritual outlook. Okay. Some type of new personal growth where you feel, I'm hearing like your backbone is as strong as a tree trunk. So like that could be something of where you're very strong. You feel stronger, or you're about to. Fire energies coming out. Maybe the Saturn in Aries also. There's a lot of fire energy here of where it's really going to push you into power. It's going to push you into that discipline, into that creative energy, into that expansion, into moving your body. It's like it's giving me, you don't have a choice, but it's going to be something exciting, something that's truly going to get you out of your comfort zone and have you stop playing small. What is the Tower? That's like a spiritual type of awakening. You can't live there anymore. That's what I just heard. You can't live there anymore. One sec. First off, I want to say that there is a massive transformation in your self-worth. Capricorn could be significant. You could have significant like Venus placements, or looked up your Venus here. We've got kind of all the signs. All right, the Empress being Taurus here. But what I feel has died off massively is is that your inability to see what you're worth. Your the real self-love that you've needed, and it doesn't come easy. There's something about honoring and cherishing your creative energy, your body, your time, your energy, mothering yourself, being the mother you've never had. Okay, that could be specific. You're going to be really abundant. You're going to thrive. The Empress is just that thriving nature. I'm hearing say goodbye to debt, say goodbye to not having enough. Your cup is going to be like overfilled. The Empress also has like a never-ending stream that runs right behind her to like water all her plants. In this case, it's a never-ending flow of abundance. With the Devil card and the Page of Wands, I feel like all you needed to do was open up the smallest door in order to have this transformation take root, if you will. I feel like the smallest, bravest step is the biggest one. Take the smallest step, and it's going to be your bravest one yet. That's what I'm hearing.